different competition this year. We really, truly appreciate all that. Gary, are you going to put the agenda up, or do you want? Okay. So I think everybody knows me, but just very quickly, I'm Lisa Fontanesi. I'm the director of CCAP. We have Gail Carney and Lori on the call too. We're the team. We're recording this presentation, so all the other judges who can't be here today, we will share this with them. This is unprecedented times. We decided for our 29 students, it was much safer to try and do this virtually than to pull kids into a kitchen, especially when the last day we were with any students was March 13th of last year. So we have not had one in-person day for a year. Lots of online programming, often around a lot of you helping us do that. So we appreciate all that. But the teachers and the students all worked from home. So competition this year, we have 25 seniors, 3 juniors, and 1 sophomore competing. They'll be making a French omelet, tournaise, 3 tournaise, and a bâtonnet and a small dice. And we decided to keep it as simple as possible, but still showing the skills that CCAP has used in the past, and also having the students show us how they look professionally, a little video, and Robert will go over all the different steps, but a little video so you get to know them just a little bit and what their hopes and aspirations for post-secondary school are. So, and then we have an amazing group of judges, chefs, and educators in culinary doing the judging. Robert will go over this again, but so will I. This is unprecedented. It's really hard. We've got them. Robert's created this app that is amazing, but nonetheless, there's still computer issues and problems. And we had one student do a fantastic video only to realize he didn't have his sound on. So we're trying to catch all the mistakes as best we can, but understand when judging and when looking at things, they're doing the best they can do too. So we appreciate that. I think I'll shut up for now. There is a 10 judging criteria, a scale of 0 to 5. So in the end, every student can get between 0 and 50 points. And we are going to go from there to show you how this is going to work.
Great. Should I take over, Lisa, for the moment?
Yeah, take over for a moment, please.
Okay, great. Good afternoon, everyone. I know some of you and not others. Robert Danhae, I'm a chef also based here in Los Angeles for the past, I don't know, 35 years since we started in this crazy business. And so, yes, Flavor360 is the software platform I've created. We're using it for this judging, not really its intended use, but it is about flavor evaluations and evaluating people's performance in a kitchen. So this is what we're going to do. So what I'm going to show you today, and I'll lead you through this, is I want to review overall the app, what we're doing. We'll demonstrate how to sign in. Then I'll show you how to find your students and that you've been assigned. And we're going to go through this step by step. And then I'll show you how to look at the photo of their final knife cut, of their sanitation setup, everything we used to do in person with them. And then after you look down and see that, you'll enter the feedback, and then that's it. It's pretty straightforward. You can see my email address here, and that's my mobile number. This isn't given to the students, we're giving them support, but for you folks as fellow judges, if you're just having problems signing on to something, or I don't understand this, call me. Simple as that. I'm here in LA, you know my time zone, not a big deal. So just to start off with, to make sure that you had an email sent to you from Gail that looks similar to what's on the left. And on the right, these are the competitors that you're going to be looking at, only these folks. And it's important to note that. Gail, anything to elaborate on that?
No, I don't think so. Everybody should have received an email from me yesterday, like Chef said, with the link to sign on to the site, your assignments for competitors, and your username and password. If you need me to resend that email to you, I'm happy to do so. Just put something in the chat and I can re-forward that to you.
Perfect. Yeah, and in summary, folks, it's the sign-on, it's your email, at whatever email you use that comes back and forth with the CCAP team. And the password is capital C AP 2021. It's in the email. So let me show you. So the system that we're using is Flavor360. It's built for doing all these different things. Even when people come into stage and apply for a job, it's that type of thing. But today is about CCAP and how we can make this a reality and still award these funds to support these kids, right? I mean, that's the whole objective. So let me show you, so we're all on the same page. It's a few-minute video, and this is the same video that the students saw. So I think this will give you a fantastic summary, just like what you know what they do in competitions. Let us show you what they've done and how we've guided them. And then I'll just show you what to do. And it shouldn't take that long. It shouldn't take an hour. To show you how to judge it, it's not that complicated. So I'm going to play this video. And are there any questions before we go into that? Okay, right on. Let's do this.
Hi, I'm Lisa Fontanesi, and I'm the Director of Careers Through Culinary Arts Program, Los Angeles. We're so excited that you've chosen to be part of the 2021 CCAP LA Cooking Competition for Scholarships. I'm also really excited to be able to introduce you to Chef Robert Danhae, the co-founder of Flavor360 and our CCAP LA lead judge this year. Chef Robert is going to be telling you what you're going to be doing for competition and how we're going to be using the Flavor360 app to accomplish this. Chef, take it away.
Thank you, Lisa, and I'm honored to be part of the CCAP family. This competition, you'll be able to download the Flavor360 app. This way, you can record your knife skills and omelet preparation at home. Then an incredible panel of volunteer judges are going to go online to the Flavor site. They're going to review every photo, watch all of your videos, and evaluate your professionalism, knife skills, and cooking technique. They'll type in their feedback, and then we'll send you a summary at the end of the competition. Now watch how simple it is. Good luck, everyone.
Logging in using the credential provided, you will land on the home screen. Before starting, it is very important for you to watch the how-to video by tapping on the first button. Whenever you're ready, tap on New Experience. Enter your location, which is your city. Select Knife Cuts Template. You must select if this experience is a practice or final submission. Tap on the first photo icon to capture a picture of yourself in your kitchen uniform. Tap on the top left button to go back to the previous screen. Scroll down to step 2. Tap on the third icon to record a 1-minute video introducing yourself. Please make sure you read through the requirement carefully. After the recording is complete, you must tap on Save to make sure your video is saved. Tap on the top left button to go back to the previous screen. Tap on the first camera icon to take a photo of 2 potatoes being arranged on the cutting board together with all the mise en place. After you complete the bâtonnet, take a photo of the close-up product. Pay attention to the lighting and focus. Tap on the top left button to go back to the previous screen. Next, tap on the first camera icon to take a close-up of small diced potato. Tap on the top left button to go back to the previous screen. Tap on the third video icon to record a 1-minute video of you turning the potatoes.
No critique, please.
After the recording is complete, you must tap on Save to make sure your video is saved, or else it will be lost. After you see the thumbnail shows up at the bottom, you may tap on the top left to go back to the previous screen. Tap on the first camera icon to take 1 photo of your final 3 best tournée. Again, make sure the lighting and the plating is clear enough for the judges to see. Tap on Save and Close, and now you complete with the knife cut submission. You need to start the omelette submission by tapping on New Experience. Type in your location, which is your city. Then select the omelette template. You must select if this experience is a practice or final submission. Take a photo of the mise en place by tapping on the first camera icon. You should turn the camera.
I'm just going to pause for a second and hop to the front. So, not to waste your time, I know it's precious. So you can see this is just guiding them through to do what they usually do in front of us, but they get to practice. They'll record each thing that they're doing. And then I'm going to show you how to go onto the website that it downloads to. So I'll just skip forward so you're not wasting your time. They talk about what they did, they save it, and then they sync it, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty much what it is. So let me show you what you're going to do next. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Excuse me, there we go. Okay, so as I said, they've just been guided to go through step by step, and we're using the same judging criteria that was on the forms that we've always done. And so then as you saw, they'll go through, they'll take a picture, but one thing that that's a challenge is everyone's got a different device. Some of these folks have older devices, there's some challenges. So if the lighting's not perfect, we're not judging their photography skills. Let's just try to be as fair as we can, right? And it's just reality. So what you're gonna do is, and this is now, let's turn on to, what do I need to do as a judge this year instead of driving up there and spending the day? This is what you're gonna do. You're going to go to this website, and you don't need to do this live. You can just follow. This is in the video. This is all being recorded. So flavor360.icertainty.com is the website, and it'll bring you to this portal like this. Let me bring it up live and just show you how this works. Can I confirm that you can see the browser here? And I just want to make sure, right? Okay, right on. Thank you, everyone. So you're going to put in your username. And then it's going to take a moment to load. We have, right, at this point, there's 70 different submissions, but they're going to be finished at the end of today. So there's a bunch of, lack of a better way of saying it, garbage in here, right? We haven't cleaned it up. They've done some practice. They get to go through it and like, okay, this is the one. A little different this year. And so in that being the case, you can see here on the right, there's people doing the videos, introducing themselves. There's some great content on here to see what they've done. What you're going to do is when you sign in, you're going to come to this page. Just one thing to note, at the top, you'll see there's 3 tabs. It will automatically go to experiences, which is where you want to stay. That's where it'll go. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to select who your users are. So if you come up to here and you open up CCAP, your names are here. You don't need to select your name. You're going to scroll down to the students that you've been assigned. And just to reiterate, you've each got here, right? We've each got a handful of people to judge. So all you need to do is select 6, 17, 23, or what have you. So I think we were saying there's a couple people that are done, and those individuals, let's take number 7 and 16, just as an example. So scroll down in the users, right? They're users, 6, boom, oops, go down to 17. So all you gotta do is select the number. Those are the people, the 4 that you're doing, and hit apply. It's just gonna filter out everyone else's stuff. And ta-da, here's the things that you need to do, right? And so for that, you'll see here that we've got final, practice. They're gonna be done by the end of today. We're gonna go through and make sure everything's there and support them. And then I know you were asked to start on Monday, but I think we should give it one more day just in case there's technical problems with the students. We can support them. And then when you show up, you have confidence. It's the people that have submitted are there. So just to reiterate, not Monday, start on Tuesday. Gail, Lisa, we're good on that? Okay, right on. So now you can see this person, let's use here, right? We have 17 knife cuts final, omelet final, 6, pretty self-explanatory. So intuitively, I'm just gonna take this and I'm going to click on this picture to open up that experience and drill down into it. And in there, you'll see, just like in the template, there's the picture, there's the video, there's their mise en place, there's the knife cuts, there's the video of them doing it, and the final. Makes sense, right? It's just listing it in the order they did it. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna start at the top, and notice right here, you're going to edit the record. You're gonna edit their information. So when you click on here, what it's gonna do is open up here, and you see there's their picture. What are you supposed to evaluate? Their professionalism. You'll see there's 3 places for judges. So all you need to do is go here, and this is where you select your name. I'll put mine for the moment. I'll find Danhae, fine. And then I look at this picture and I say, well, how professional is this out of 1 to 5? Just like we did before, right? And he looks pretty buttoned up, but you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna give him a 5 for the moment. Are we doing any half-point scale? We're just going straight numbers. Okay, great. So I'm gonna say 5, and you can say something about, you know, whatever. Next time you wanna iron, I don't know. And I think really important, this is different than in the past, is at the end of this, they're going to get a PDF that shows them everything that they did already. So at the end of it, let me show you, we're gonna send them this. They're gonna have a PDF, imagine this. Now, instead of just hearing it, they're gonna have a feedback on what you said. So let's take a few moments to give them some encouraging feedback and some critical feedback. That's okay, right? So they'll, at the end up getting a page on each one of these. Okay, so to reiterate, you come in here, you say, I'm judge this, doesn't matter which number, I'm this, you may iron next time or whatever. I'll erase this before he gets it. And then you just go to, what you do is here, and notice there's an arrow to go to the next one. So you opened up this person. Of course, I want to save the changes. Just always say yes, you know. Now I look down here and say, okay, my next thing is to evaluate their station setup. If somebody is already in judge 1, it doesn't matter. Just come to here and go down, right? Gary, I'm going to pick you for the moment. Then you would put what points it is. I personally would give this a 4 because the cutting board isn't really nice. And I'd make feedback about, you know, you can pour bleach directly on your cutting board to sanitize it, or you, whatever feedback. This is you as individuals. You click this, you hit save, and I think you get the point. You're just gonna go one by one and through. Now, Gail and Lisa, can you confirm for the knife skills, how many, there's I think 6 or 5 different criteria they're looking at? Let me see.
I believe it's 5.
We have professionalism, show us a picture. Step 2, record a video. Step 1, then they show here their setup, their knife cut, the tournée, and a video. So yeah. So you can see you're gonna go through this, folks. Now, what if you just get lost? And what I mean by that is you clicked on the wrong one and you start typing some stuff. I mean, this is just reality, right? And then by accident, you hit save and close, and you're like, uh-oh, I was supposed to go right and left. Don't worry about it. Go back into this person, open it up, and then you can let it load for a second. It takes a moment to load because these are full resolution videos. So, right, they take a little space. So go what you missed. Now notice here on the right of their picture, Gary, here is your comments, right? So if you make a comment, it's going to populate this here, and you'll know what you completed and what you didn't. So I'll come here, I'll give the feedback. I'll just do one more as an example, then I'll open it for questions. Put Robert Danhae. You can see here where it's a little bit more specific. It's accuracy and uniformity, small dice. The criteria that we've used in the past is 0 through 5, and these are the things we said. So I'd say, wow, I don't know, that looks pretty freaking nice. I'm gonna say a 5. I'm gonna say well done or something like that. I hit save, and it'll bring me back. And so when I'm done with that person, and I can see that I've evaluated everything from top to bottom, right there you can see name, points, comments, the next few judges. When you're done, that's it, you close it, and this person's done. You go to the omelet. Videos are no different. I'll show you that one. Are there any questions at this point? I mean, pretty straightforward, but it's a new platform. So if I come to here, if I just play the video, you can watch it, but there's nowhere to judge it, right? Like, well, where do I judge? Remember, go to edit because you're a judge. Then watch this. Watch him do his thing. Give it a second. It needs to load. He'll show you the whole thing. Watch it beginning to end. You can pause it with a space bar. You can go back and forth, right? I mean, you might want to watch it twice. I don't know. And then I'm going to take Robert Danhae. I'll put me there. I'll put, hey, this is workflow. Hey, they got everything lined up. It looks good. Fine. They get a 5 on that. But it wasn't cooked properly. And this is what I think. I hit save and close. And I move on. That's, I don't know. That's really it. So you can always come up here to filter.
Robert,
yep.
Would you show the video of the kids talking about the omelet so that because the judges cannot taste, we've tried to come up with that portion too?
Yeah, well, thank you. Great point. So one of the questions here is doneness and flavors. So what we've asked them to do, check it out. And look here, you said doneness and flavor. Let's see what, I haven't seen this video yet.
Okay, so here is the omelet. And we're gonna cut into it.
I can go to full screen if I want. Right, maybe you want to look closer.
The inside.
Show it, show it, show it. Come on. There we go.
The inside, it looks like this.
Looks moist still.
I would say I think it's cooked well inside. I think it's really fluffy. It's really plump. And there's no color on there, which is what I was going for, so that's nice. And now let's try it. I think the texture is really nice. It's not too soft. I think it tastes really good. I think
Adorable.
The texture is perfect. It's
so
really,
you get our point,
it's really
right?
soft, but
so you watch it, you find your name again, you put it in, you hit save, and there you are. I mean, it's not rocket science, but this is, yeah. I mean, and there we go. But we've got, and what might happen if you refresh the screen, it's going to remove the filter because it refreshed the screen. Right? So again, you've got all these different people. We've got them from all over. We've done this across the nation, and we're doing research across the globe like this on cultural research, et cetera. So you might need to refresh it. You might need to select the user. It's just like anything, right? I'm going to open this up, select my user, hit apply, bring me my students, click on their experience and summary, right? Edit the record, and then give them feedback. You can see here. Hey, I just have a quick question for the chefs. Eggs considered sanitary out of the case? Is it okay to put it in the bowl that you're cooking in? Anyone? Gary says no.
I say no.
Okay. Yeah. So that was my comment. You should not store unwashed eggs in a bowl for mixing, or were they washed? Great job. You know, I mean, let's be fair to these kids, right? They're trying. So I probably wouldn't ding them for it, but I'd say just make sure those eggs are washed. Okay. From the CCAP team, I'm here more as one of the judges, and to fortunately be able to apply this technology in this use case. So at the end of it, not only will they get your feedback, they'll get it in writing, right? And that's it. I have each one outlined here for you, but I think you get it, that you're going to go through professionalism, sanitation setup, knife cuts intro, small dice, tournée video, tournée final, and you get the point. So you just got to go one by one in your own time. And you can go in here, by the way, if you have 40 minutes, do it, come back out, go in later, do it again. You don't need to be there at the same time. So maybe after service each day, or depending on what your environment is. Now you can do that. Are there any questions? I mean, that's it.
Chef, I don't know. I can't remember. You probably did. I was texting with a couple alumni to get them on the call. Yeah. Did you talk about which platforms they should?
Oh, well done. No. Thank you very much. For some reason, I'll just be candid with you. Our preferred browser, what we've always done, is use Chrome. That's what we say everyone to use. And then this week, a couple of the videos wouldn't play. And it was like, what? Like, Apparently, Chrome did an update that we have to adjust, and it might be ready by Tuesday. I don't know. So what I would say is, if you're on a Mac, everyone has Safari, right? It's native. If you have Microsoft, right, Windows, Edge, they actually have a browser, by the way. Microsoft Edge is default. It works in there. So these two guaranteed will work for you now. Chrome is usually what we use. So if you have a problem with a video, like it plays, you can hear it, but you can't see it, remember browser, Safari or Edge. One thing, you can access this through a tablet, etc., but the interface is candidly designed, because it's a business tool, is to do it like on a laptop or a normal browser, but it'll work anywhere. It would work on your phone, but it'll be really awkward. I'm just telling you, trying to find stuff on there, it's not designed for that. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. You have my contact information if you need it, and here it is once again. Do we want to have, I'm sorry, I was going to ask the team before that, do we want to have an office hours like we did for the students, or I'd say just have the judges call me? Gail?
I think that, you know, it should be at the judge's leisure, if it's okay for them to call you at their convenience, instead of, we had an office hours for students this week to use the application, and just because they don't have, we didn't want to give them Chef's direct contact information, but I know he's cool with that with all of you. So,
and if you don't mind, I mean, there's a handful of you on the call. You've all done this judging before. Give us some feedback, candidly. Like, what are your concerns?
I think this is pretty cool. You know, obviously we can't taste it, but we can get a feel for how they're doing it and how comfortable they are with touching the product and the knife, and we can get an overall view. It's almost as good as being there, you know. And I don't have to taste omelet after omelet. Once you tasted one or two, you can't. It's over. But it's very good. Thank you for your hard work.
Oh, of course.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know how we would have done this without Chef Danhae's help and his application, because we knew we were going to have to do something virtual. We weren't sure how we were even going to approach that, and Chef stepped up, and thank you again, Chef.
Most welcome. Most welcome. The Alexander team, anything from you folks? LC, anyone? Just anything?
Yeah, no, we're just commenting as we went. A really great job on this platform. I think this enables a whole nother level of these kind of events, and great job.
Great. And imagine judges from all over the world judge them. Like, let's do something about, hey, and no joke, this was built to do R&D, right? Sales and marketing, et cetera. But why don't we do a CCAP competition? Like, show us your, like, I don't know, whatever it is, some type of dish, right? A competition, and they can all submit all their dishes. We just had people across the nation taste 4 different fermented sauces while people are in China doing research on how it's made, right? So, yeah, I think for the kids, it's going to be interesting, but it's a little different. It's a little different for them. Any other concerns or questions? Okay, Gail, Ruth, I put it back to you. I've done my thing. I'm available as you need me.
Yes. Great, thank you. Again, if anybody needs me to resend your emails with all of your login information and your competitor assignments, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. You can put it in chat now if you haven't received. I'm happy to send.
I think so. Clearly, is this going to be on? We'll do this to YouTube and then send the link to. We'll send it to everybody again. So maybe when we're doing that, we'll send an email just reminding them judging will open on Tuesday. We'll go through Saturday. That's enough time for everybody, I think. I mean, a few judges have 5 or 6 students and most have 3 or 4. So hopefully we're not asking too much. Anthony, my God, I love your mustache. That's awesome.
And if anybody needs more time or runs into, scheduling constraints, just let us know no big deal. We'll just extend
But we
judging.
could probably even extend it to Sunday, because that, I think the last competition in some of the CCAP or all the other locations are holding it in person, but they have really quite small numbers. In Arizona, well, they were doing their own thing anyway. So, but I think, you know, we could go to Sunday, Roberts, and go Tuesday through Sunday, and we'll be good.
I'll follow you, and we'll see it. We'll see what's coming in.
Okay.
Live.
Okay.
So we'll know. We'll say, okay, how many judges have done it? There's a few of them. We'll come after you.
Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't have questions, I think that's it. You know, again, we appreciate it. The kids, the one thing that the few videos we have watched, the kids are pretty honest about, oh, my omelet needed some more salt and pepper. It's actually making them take ownership of it and think about the food and all this sort of stuff. So in one way, it's kind of sort of brilliant, and I'm happy that they're getting the opportunity to do that. So now we just pray everybody gets it done today. And
also, if I can ask one, layer on one more question. Since many of you have done this judging before, if not everyone, what I would encourage you to think through is, what if you had the app in your hand instead of doing this? When they come up, this is what I want to do originally. Why wouldn't they come up? You'd select the student, put the feedback in there. And at the end of it, Gail's not struggling to pull it all together, and they get a feedback right at the end of it. So think about in person, I still would like to support CCAP and use this, because I think it would be much more efficient. The students would get a lot more feedback, and you can walk around the kitchen. We can have a section on the template for judges that, oh, that's not good. Click, put some notes. So you don't have to, at the end of it, you have all your notes are summarized. It's a thought.
So good, man. Put that together and get back to us, would you?
Okay. This is step one, Gary. Thanks. Okay, so think that through. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.
Love you.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Bye.